Welcome back, everyone. I'm back with September predictions. These are general predictions. If I've mentioned the sign, then those signs are Sun, Moon, and Ascendant rising sign. So, September is an interesting month. There are many movements happening. Let's see what the month has in store for you. And before I start, as always, I would like to thank my Jyotish gurus and my spiritual gurus for always guiding me. I'm truly grateful. So, September 2021. September is a mixed month with the first half being bright and positive. And as we keep on moving towards the end of the month, a lot of things are going to change. Jupiter's moving signs, Mercury is going retrograde. There are other movements that are happening, making it a month with certain amount of significance. The third wave of COVID will arrive as we move closer to the end of the month. So when we move towards the end of the month, most likely the third wave is going to arrive, or there's going to be some amount of chaos happening. I'll give you more details as we move into the predictions for September. But don't let it bother you much. It's not going to last very long. And November will bring better news, positive news. November will be the best month this year has seen. So we have good things to look forward to. So let's see what the month has in store with you. September 2021. I'm going to start with the stock market predictions. So, stock market. September starts with the market looking strong. Banking, health, and infrastructure sectors, especially showing good results or giving steady growth. However, a lot is going to change as we move into the second week of September. Around the 18th and the 20th of September is when you can expect major changes to come in. Banking would still be strong at this point. However, there are some changes in the overall market. So between around the 18th and the 20th of September is a time where you're going to see sudden changes coming to the stock market across all sectors. There is volatility and sudden drop in a lot of large cap stocks. This is the time when you'll see suddenly there's a lot of volatility and there's going to be, some losses in the large cap segment. This is also a time when gold will see volatility. In fact, apart from the finance and the banking sector, most of the market will be affected and you will see corrections across most sectors. As we move into the third and the fourth week of September, which is literally the end of September, there is further change. And this is a time where you will see a correction in the overall market. There's going to be a significant amount of drop. There's going to be a significant amount of correction happening in the market across all sectors, including banking and finance, which I earlier said would stay strong. But as we hit the last 2-3 days of September, is a time when all sectors, all segments are going to be affected, and the market is going to see volatility, or likely a correction rather than volatility. There is some news around cryptocurrency around the 30th of September, which will add to the overall chaos already being experienced by the stock market. Around the 20th of September is a good time for you to book profits. And so, around the 20th of September, I would say literally 20th being the last date where you should block your profits, book your profits, exit the stocks which you think you want to exit. Because after this, tie your seat belts and get ready for a roller coaster ride, because till the end of October, the next 4 weeks, from 30th of September, last 2-3 days of September, to the next 4 weeks, till literally the end of October, the market is going to be extremely volatile. There's going to be extreme amount of chaos and a lot of ups and downs. So this is what I have for you for stock market. I'm trying to give you as many tips, as many advice as possible. Make use of it so that you can incur gains and safeguard yourself against the losses. This is all for the stock market predictions for September 2021. With all signs, general predictions for everyone September 2021. When I mention the sign, remember it applies to your sun, moon, as well as ascendant sign. So overall predictions, general predictions for all signs. In case you want to get personal predictions for your sun sign and your moon sign, then please download the app astrokanu. It's available on Google Play Store and you can subscribe. Else, you can email me at the email address given below at the screen right now. Email me that you'd like to subscribe to personal sun and moon sign predictions, and I will revert back to you. Beginning of September is a positive time where a lot of you are moving forward with your work plans, planning finances, making new plans. Some of you are traveling, especially a productive time for Leo, Virgo, and Gemini. So Leos, Virgos, and Gemini especially are, entering into September with new plans, a lot of energy, a lot of work to do, a lot of plans, and it's a positive time overall. As we move into the second and the third week of September, around the 18th to the 22nd of September, this is a time when a lot of things are suddenly changing for many of you. This is especially an important time for Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Pisces. A lot of you are changing what you are doing. There is movement. Some of you are moving houses. There is travel involved, or there's a need to plan travel soon. Some of you are looking at something significant, especially this is a significant time for Gemini and Virgo. There's something important going on with you. There are important decisions to be made. It could be work, it could be your personal life, it could be change around your home environment. But Gemini and Virgo, this is an important time for you. For some of you, it's as simple as important decisions to be made at work. So it doesn't have to be extremely dramatic news, so you don't have to worry. There are a lot of things happening for you, Scorpions as well. You're focusing at work. Aries too is focused on work and trying to cope up with their impulsive temperament. So beginning and second week of September is a time where Arians need to be a little careful to watch their temperament. In fact, Aries and Leo, watch your temperament around the third week of September and try not to react or act impulsively. During this time, vent out with physical exercises or meditation and watch your decisions. Try to be wise instead of being reactive or impulsive or acting out of just that spur of a moment. Hold back and try to take a wise decision. Use your intellect, not your impulsiveness. So remember, Aries and Leo, third week of September is a time where you're going to be feeling like this. Come back to the predictions if you need a reminder. Remember you saw these and try to follow my advice so that you're able to escape this time without making decisions that you may regret later. End of September is a time when Libra and Taurus would face some sudden changes. Be careful with communication, both written and verbal communication. If there are important financial decisions to be made, any important legal paperwork or contracts to be drawn, please finish doing this before the 22nd of September. So not just especially for Libra and Taurus, but not just Libra and Taurus. This is advice for everyone. If there are important decisions to be made around investments, around documentation that involves some legalities, some contracts, some financial commitments, or something crucial that needs to be done, please finish making those decisions before the 22nd of September and not after that. Else you postpone these decisions, these contracts, these investments to the end of October. So either you finish it by the 22nd of September or you wait and get to it at the end of October, literally last 2-3 days of October. The middle period is not the best time for you to deal with important decisions, financial matters, investments, or documentation of any sort. You will face delays if you get into things at this point during this phase. So it's best to try to finish what you urgently need to do before the 22nd of September. End of September is not a great time. There may be some chaotic news around. Maybe we'll experience another wave of COVID, or maybe there's just some chaos happening in the environment, in the world. Maybe there's just a time which is a little unsettling. So I would recommend that you push those contracts, you push your decisions, you push in for that money now before the 22nd of September, because end of September is, like I said, a time that you need to somehow manage. So let's do the work that we can before that date arrives. But remember, it's just a matter of few weeks. As we slowly get into the month of November, things will be stable and start moving towards long-term positivity and stability. So, end of September to the end of October, it's a it's basically a time for about almost 4 weeks. It's a time we need to have the strength and the stability to somehow make it through. If you still haven't learned your lessons, if you still have not started conscious living, trying to deal with things, trying to live in a more positive way, which is positively effective and supportive to the world around, to the environment around, what the universe has been trying to make us do, then this time will especially be difficult for you, because you will be forced to look at decisions you've been trying to avoid. You'll be forced to look at those problems and those responsibilities that you've been trying to take shortcuts from. So get ready to sit down and finish whatever unpending, unresolved issues at all levels that you have, because as we move into October, you will have no choice but to sort those things out. Sit down, do some self contemplation, do some meditation, try to resolve things and make the best decision possible. Just sail through these weeks, which is literally end of September, last week of September, to the first 3 4 weeks of October. And I promise you, as we enter November, as we move into November, it will be the best time this year had to offer. So it's a short phase, and I am trying to give you advice which can help you go through things with minimum loss and maximum support. And of course, as we move into October, I will come back with October predictions as well and give you the advice and the dates for that month. But meanwhile, follow my advice for September. Take care. Remember the dates that I've told you. And if you want detailed predictions for your sign, do subscribe, connect to me, or subscribe on astrokanu app. Till then, have a great month ahead, and I will see you soon next month. Take care.